Welcome back, guys. It's game number 3, and this could decide it all. Either a 3-0 or maybe emotion finally turns this around, but... You
just dropped me. It was like, you're in, but you're gone.
Emil's gone, too. Well, Olivia's here. If she wants to remake, she'll say it, but... Am I the only one left? No, she's here. Do we remake, or you wanna just go? I could solo if is a rush. I'm waiting to ask. Actually, I could just share screens with you in the worst case scenario. But I just feel bad because Emil got booted too.
Yeah.
Well, she's not saying anything, so it looks like we're just gonna go with it. Let me share screens with you in Skype. Alright, can you see it alright? I know it's amazing quality.
Yes.
Alright, she says remake, I think, but hang on. Does she not have referee? I don't have ref. Do you? Awkwardly amazing start here to game number 3, guys. Well, if... well, you need to tell them before they get too far. Like, if we're gonna remake, you can't wait till like the 10-minute mark and be like, yo, let's remake.
Game paused.
Alright, so anyway, guys, we might actually have the remake coming on here. Olivia, you need to be assertive. Just tell him to remake. Okay, I think we're gonna get a remake here. SuperNova and Emotion are both really nice guys. I didn't expect this to be a problem. Cool. So we will remake. I will turn off this horrible screen share shit because all it does is make my computer poop. There we go. Alright, so small hiccup, guys, but we'll get back into game number 3 here in a sec. And just to address something here, because I saw it brought up in chat earlier. It takes a lot worse than what we've seen today to throw this in sub mode. What's really nice about our chat at Base Rate TV is we got some sick mods out there. Even Olivia pulling off the gloves, as it were, before. So I'm really not too worried about the chat, guys. You know, there's only one rule on Base Rate TV: don't be a dick. We all want to have a good time, and if people are gonna be retarded, mods will time them out. If it gets insane and we had like a bunch of stupid spam or people making bot accounts and stuff, yeah, we'll throw on sub mode. But to date, we've only ever had to use sub mode once, and I don't really like using it because I don't like silencing the peoples. I've seen arguments about how I should use it more too. People have PM'd me like, oh, you can definitely force people to sub more, but I'm not about that, guys. We want everyone to have a good time while they're here.
Just came to have a good time.
Came to have a good time and someone started spamming penises, you know? The internet.
I'm so attacked right now.
Actually, that is pretty much the internet in a summary, though. I mean, honestly. I came here to have a good time and I just saw a bunch of penises. Like, didn't even mean for it to happen. But okay.
No, actually, never mind. Never mind, I won't talk about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is not a conversation to build off of. It is not a... Not one of those top your stories things, but here we go, guys. Game number 3 being remade here. It is merry-go-round. I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, we'll go back to the finals. We had a small remake there and a hiccup of the BattleNet, but we got all the casters back in and ready to go. I'm Rifkin, cast this morning with Zombie Grub. This is the OlimoLeague, and we find ourselves in game number 3 of the grand finals. This best of 5 could conclude right here, because of course if you can't do math, best of 5 means first to 3 wins. Currently leading with 2, spawning in the upper right portion of the map from Root Gaming. It's the Red Terran SuperNova.
In the bottom position as the blue Protoss, it's Emotion.
Of course, Emotion, one of the lesser known players from Samsung Galaxy, but still from Samsung Galaxy nonetheless. Who did they pick? They picked up Deer recently, I think, right? That's kind of a cool move.
Yeah. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot. There's probably gonna be a lot more switching and picking up and letting go and picking up.
Yeah, I mean, I felt a little bad for Deer. You know, there's kind of Mouse was asking a lot from him, then they dropped him, and didn't really know if he'd go for like another foreign team or stick with a Korean one. But Samsung Galaxy, I think, would be a pretty good fit for him. Honestly, I like a lot of the dudes, and they're probably honestly one of the more foreign-friendly teams from Korea anyway. So if Deer was looking to get back into more foreign-related events, this would be the team to do it through for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely true. You know, the other guys are just really serious about their pro league, but yeah, the problem right now I feel is like a lot of like, you know, for instance, Journey, like not a single amount, but I am. He wants to, you know, go to foreign tournaments and get on a foreign team, and that's great, and a lot of people do want to do that, but there's not a lot of stability, and there's actually not a lot of like chances to. There's just not a lot of foreign teams hiring a bunch of Koreans right now, so I'm always happier when they join a KESPA team, because I think that's really like stable. By the lack of travel.
Yeah. Oh, this is such a nuisance. She pulls the SUV off building for a moment. So, this sounds like kind of a dumb thing. We talk about the skins and hats and potential things of the future from Blizzard, etc. But I kind of... I keep looking at a lot of the SUV hats specifically, and I really want some, like, rice hats to come in. Like, you know, the samurai wearing that stupid straw hat, like... But for SUVs or probes, I think would look really cool.
So just like hats. You know, like any type of hat.
Well, no, not just any type of hat, but I mean, it's because they got the white brim. It kind of already looks...
I see. Okay. Gotcha.
Like, instead of blue and, like, weird, like, looks like sticky notes stuck on the brim, you know? Like, actually make it something cool.
Yes, I suppose. Well... Besides that, SuperNova did go for a 14cc, which I think is worth noting because it is so ballsy.
Oh, yeah. Wow, yeah. Really didn't think to bring that up. So busy talking about stupid hats. Yo, waking up in the morning is tough. But while this was going on, 14cc decided to get a good scout off. And the thing was, he scouted all the pylons, not just like the one or two. Sometimes these get hit on the side, sometimes they get proxied out. But once again, Emotion's not the player I've ever really known to be the guy who goes for the proxy starport or gates. We don't really ever see him do proxy robos or anything like that. So for SuperNova, what he's confirmed is standard, and that's kind of what you expect. But this is CV. Okay, he gets scouted, but I don't think he realizes it's there, so he's ready to go back in for another scout. This is kind of cool, because SuperNova does not use Reapers, and, well, this SUV could actually go to Bunker too, let's not forget. It won't, but it's just a scary thing to always have available.
Yeah, you know, Emotion was well, okay, did not get a good scout anyways, but because he saw it was a 14cc, and that means that you won't be getting a Reaper, he could, you know, this is why he might be going for a Twilight Council, or, you know, maybe a Stargate or something, but, like, you know, if they're not going to get a scout, go for something that depends on being scouted, and if it's Bling Stalkers, or if it's DTs, both, SuperNova's going to have to use a scan.
Oh, nice! Alright, so drives the Stalker
perfectly
back.
timed, jeez.
Yeah, this is something that could hurt him a lot. Triple barracks production is nice, so he's got the tools, but I don't know if he's got the means. He's gonna get the Stalker though. That's nice. Good start here.
Whoopsie.
Well, actually, Mothership. Okay, it does have energy to recharge, overcharge. Never mind.
Yeah, it just would have been. I mean, for this
know
amount
what,
of cute Marines, you don't really want to.
But this is so good, because now there's not gonna be energy for that time warp, and time warps are really screws people when it comes to Blink. Keeps the Mothership Core alive, but let's be honest, this Mothership Core being at 10 health is almost worse than having to rebuild it, because now when this comes across the map to be the high ground vision, this is so freaking fragile.
Yeah, and Emotion is going full force with this Blink Stalker. I mean, 5 more gateways have gone down, so it's not like, you know, oh, it kind of sucks, but I was like going to, you know, robo anyways. No, it's totally all in. But SuperNova, you know, despite that aggression, has not actually scouted it coming. Oh dear.
He's looking for pylons right now. I kind of applaud this move. What he really needs to do is sit in the main, or the natural, get his unit count up, sit safely behind bunkers, and not get caught off guard by any amount of stalkers. I mean, this...
Oh, we see this probe, we see this probe, we see this probe, we see this probe. Oh, no,
okay, he saw the pylon. He saw the pylon. That's
okay,
huge.
good. Okay. Well, okay. Oh, I don't know about pushing out here. Well, the game is actually not finished, so it was actually perfectly fine.
Yeah, that actually works out barely. But okay, so here's where Blink comes into effect, guys. Although every time we talk about Blink, you know, don't have Blink. I like the bunker on the high ground. This is kind of huge. 2 bunkers in the front should hold against the low amounts of stalkers. What he really needs to do is have these SCVs pre-pulled, though, like he has right now. If these are not already ready to repair before the fighting begins, then it's over.
And this really, really weak mothership core doesn't have a time warp. Doesn't have much health either. Can't really go searching in. Let's not forget that it had its vision nerfed. It's really helping out in this game.
Yeah, well, I think it's the 10 health it has. It's quite so scary, but he's got SCVs ready to repair both. I think SuperNova's losing a lot of mine time. Okay, sure, whatever, but he's going to hold. Or he should hold, at least. There's no sentries to force fill these out. Starts repairing the bunker. Not a problem. I would actually really love if he stimmed forward and got the mothership core with this, but down 1 bunker. He can start replacing this. Don't get it greedy, though, SuperNova. Ugh.
Yeah, that's what Journey did. That's what Journey did wrong. I think it was a motion versus Journey.
Yeah. Journey chased out on King Sejong when he had a lot of units. He had a Medivacs too. Sadly, something SuperNova's not gonna have.
Yeah, you know, actually that's a big deal. But
the force field. Force field's really good. The extra bunkers are on the way. SCV's gonna be pulled to be the buffer for the Zealots. If you keep the Zealots back, the Marauders can deal with the Stalkers. But that's a big if. Blink being used here really nicely, but he gets the bunkers up, so he's gonna hop inside of this and spam repair. Hopefully. Oh, he's lost a lot of SCVs though, so perhaps spam repairing won't be as much of an option. This is looking rough.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not even like a time. It's not buying time until you get Medivac. So he does have stim, because he didn't even start his factory. It's even if he does hold, there's actually a really good possibility for Emotion to macro out of this.
I think SuperNova's too far behind at this point. He's lost a lot already. The Blink Stalker control out of Emotion's been really good so far, and well, this is a good case of the getting protest. Is what it boils down to.
Yeah. GG.
Although, as much as I love making that joke, SuperNova did do a lot of not good things leading into it. Losing too many units early on. He didn't have that bulk of forces. You point out no factory came down. He was really focused on the bunkers, hoping those would hold, but they didn't. So, all jokes aside, really good choice here out of Emotion. Caught SuperNova off guard for sure. This puts it 2-1. Starts his pathway back.